Hey guys, so I just wanted to jump on here for a minute and talk about estimate that I just left. I address pricing sometimes. I'm still unsure of how I feel about telling pricing on everything. I don't know, I've just got mixed emotions about it. On one hand, I don't really want to open myself up to people fussing and hollering at me about I'm too cheap or I'm too expensive. You got to price your own work out. You got to know your costs. You got to know what it costs you to operate per hour, and you got to know what your overhead is. And so by that same standard, I try to be less judgmental whenever it comes to talking about other people's pricings. I just did a quote, a long intro to get over to this. I just did a quote for some dozer work, some excavating work. The guy had a kind of a natural creek ditch through the middle of his property. He wanted to clean that up. He had another contractor in our area come in and mulch it. Not that company name, by the way, but they mulched the ground. And this is like 3 acres. And so the guy rolled up in there and they were like, yeah, we can get this done in 3 hours, $600. So it's $200 an hour. That's not bad, but it's $600 job on 3 acres. Like, are you really going to be able to process 3 acres in 3 hours? Now, granted, it's Jap grass and some little saplings and some brush, so it's not like it's a big forest. I probably should have taken a picture. I'll kick myself later for not taking a picture in a video and showing you guys what it looked like, but you'll just have to take my word on it. There probably wasn't anything bigger than about 2 inches, and let's say 75% of it was just overgrown grass. Yeah, no problem. That stuff can breeze through easy, but $600 is kind of rough. I'll be honest, like my minimum 2 years ago was $800, and now my minimum is like $1,000, and sometimes it's even a day rate of $1,600. So if I'm gonna take time to go through and work on your project and load up my equipment and get over there and make sure it's done a good job, do I really want to stress myself out for having to go and try to squeeze in 2 jobs that day just to make the minimum amount of money per day that I need to make to keep the lights on and everything running and to keep a paycheck in my pocket? And the answer is no. So if it's a decent sized project, it's a day. That's my minimum. If it's a teeny tiny project, I'm probably going to be at like $1,000. Like, I might fudge a little bit if I'm trying to be nice or help somebody, but we're not really going to go much lower than that. I'm certainly not going to show up to a customer's property for a $200 an hour hourly rate and just give them 1 hour of work. Like, that's going to take me probably an hour plus to get there and get back to wherever else I'm going next. And at that point, I'm working for 50% of my hourly rate rather than just being on site and charging my regular hourly rate. Now, we do give discounts if, like an hourly discount if we're working a larger project. I've got several customers that, they want to go 3 days with us. And at 3 days, yeah, I'll give you a break. I won't charge you $1,600 every day. Like, I'll drop it down a little bit. But I'm not dropping it down to $1,000. The kicker, what got it for me, what kind of set me on edge a little bit and probably really is the real prompt for making this video, is that I was quoting out this dozer work to the guy, and I know what I can do on a case 850 in a day. I know how much dirt that I can move, and I can look at the ground and go, yeah, we can do this, or we can't do that, or I think it'll take this long, or I think it'll take that long. So basically, I felt like on a case 850, I could move this hill of dirt that he had and level out a home building site. And I figured it would take about 2 days. So I'm going to quote that at a 2 or 3 day project. If I'm doing a job price, it's going to be 3 days. $2,000 a day, $6,000, right? So he goes, okay, well, so-and-so told me that he would be $1,000 a day and it'd probably take him 4 days. Again, I don't know what size dozer the guy's got. I don't know if he's got a dozer. I thought all he had was skid steers. Maybe he's written a dozer. I don't know. But $1,000 a day is less money than you make running your forestry mulcher. Whether you're working, $200 an hour or $150 an hour, it's still less money. I mean, I don't know if you got the world's smallest dozer. I don't know if it's a paid off dozer and you're not worried about a replacement cost. I don't know what the deal is, but $1,000 a day and you're guessing that it's going to take you 4 days. So let's just say you make $4,000 that week and you got to move your dozer, in and out. You got to pay your guy, you got to pay yourself. I mean, basically you're going to do this project and walk away with maybe $500 a day out of profit. That's not a whole heck of a lot of money. If you got a 9 to 5 working for $20 an hour, yeah, $500 a day is a lot of money. But if you're owning a business, you're operating a business, you're paying taxes, you're maintaining equipment, upgrading equipment, that doesn't go anywhere, man. You're not going to make any money that way. So little up on my high horse today, little aggravated by some of the pricing that I've been getting lately. And granted, I am still, relatively newer than some people in the land clearing, dozer excavating industry. I've been doing it for a little while. I've been doing it long enough to where, I feel confident in my pricing. Some of the more technical aspects of stuff, I absolutely reach out to mentors and get advice and get, best path and directions on. But you still got to know your numbers. And I find it hard to believe that you can run employees on a dozer for $1,000 a day. So let me know what you think. Let me know if I'm wrong, if I'm way off base, if you think you can run for $1,000 a day. I'm not above eating crow and being like, oh yeah, my bad. So could be wrong. I don't think I am. I don't think anybody out here who owns a business, owns a job, works for themselves, wants to use their time to go out and piddle away. I mean, maybe if you got bills and you're hungry and you got to run it, then run it. But at $1,000 a day, I think you're borrowing from your undercarriage, and you're borrowing from your motor, and you're borrowing from whatever else piece of equipment that you're running. And whenever those things go south, you're not going to have the money to be able to put back in and repair them. I've done it. I started out mulching 7 years ago and not having a clue as far as pricing, and just trying to go with industry pricing, and then not finding all the jobs that I wanted, and then trying to drop my rate so that I could get a little bit busier and get my name out there. And man, forestry mulching and land clearing is some hard work on equipment. And so it doesn't take long to start incurring some repairs. It doesn't take long for a novice operator to start making some stupid mistakes. One of the hydraulic hoses for our mulcher is anywhere between $400 and $600, just depending on what shop is close and what size hose they've got, what I can get done. And so it's very easy to make some major mistakes like that. If you're not familiar with the ground conditions, it's and the way your machine operates, it's very easy to drop yourself off into a low area because you go, oh man, I've got a tracked forestry machine and this thing will run through whatever. Well, it won't. It sinks like a boat anchor and then it stays there. And so, that's a half a day and $300 to $600 in moving recovery costs if you got to have somebody come and get you. So there's some there's some costs in there that are associated with this business that nobody really considers or thinks of. And I just kind of wanted to hop on here and make a short little video and vent my frustrations, because if I take them to Facebook, I don't want to be that guy, you know, and everybody's going to jump on there and fuss and scream and yell and whatnot. But this is my channel, and I can say what I want to on my channel, and I don't have to point anybody's business name out, and I don't have to, you know, be ugly and nasty, because I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that guy. But I do want to bring some awareness to the industry and to prices that people are charging. And, you know, you want to run a skid steer for $1,000 a day with a bucket, have at it. You go run that dude all day long. I'm not running mine for that. I might if it was a big enough project, but I'd rather just get a dozer and make it done faster and run it for twice that much. But what I'm saying is I'm not focused on the $1,000 a day portion. I'm focused on kind of the overall target of the customer and what they're trying to do. So this guy wanted a price. He got a price from one contractor. He wanted a price from a second contractor. The price he got from the first contractor was, you know, basically what he could go rent the equipment for himself and do it. So he was trying to determine if he needed to rent the equipment himself and plug along on it, because he likes running equipment. He likes, you know, he owns a fence company. He can get out there and piddle away and you know, he's not a operator, but he can make do, and he can enjoy working on his own property, and I'm all for that. But there's a difference between you working on your own property and being responsible for your own mistakes versus a contractor who comes in that's contracted to do a specific job and is expected to do that job in a particular manner. To wrap that thought back around, the guy who did the 3 acres of mulching for $600 left an absolutely ridiculous finish. Now, I was informed that it was his employee. It was not him specifically. But regardless, your employees are a direct reflection of your company's name, and the work that your company does. So, this guy cut stuff that was smaller than my pinky finger and left it 6 inches tall. I don't know how. I don't know why. I mean, it looked like a one-pass job, and I swear, my mulcher, and I know what he's got. He's got the same mulch head that I do, and he's got a larger carrier, so it's got more horsepower and better flotation. But the job that they did was bad. It cut the grass okay. It still left the grass 6 inches tall, but they left underbrush stobs and little bitty stumps and stuff sticking up 6, 8, 10 inches. I mean, there's no way the guy's going to be able to get a lawnmower on that and maintain it. He could put a bush hog on it, but I thought they bush hogged it and just had the bush hog high, but apparently they ran a mulcher over it and just did a crap job. So, my rant, my frustration for the day. I hope it didn't piss too many people off. It's not my goal. I really just want to get on here and show you guys cool, fun videos of the jobs that I do, and you can see the projects that we undertake, and, you know, everybody leave nice comments. But leave whatever comment you like. I don't care. You want to leave me a nasty comment? Have at it. Don't bother me. All right, guys. Y'all have a great day. I got that out of my system. I'm going to have a great day. I'm going to go finish the project in Creola Axis that we started working on yesterday. And it's Friday, so it's date night tonight. So always look forward to that with the wife. Tomorrow is Saturday, and I will be pulling a parade float through the Mardi Gras streets of Mobile. I got some buddies who have a band, and they're going to be playing in one of the Mardi Gras parades. I don't have a clue which parade it is. All I know is I'm supposed to be at a particular point at a particular time tomorrow evening, and we're rolling through the streets of downtown Mobile, and we're going to be jamming out some music. So It'll be past by the time this video comes out, because I feel like it takes me like 2 to 3 weeks at a minimum to edit and get videos out. But guys, I work 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and then I still work every evening on editing videos and responding to Facebook messages and creating estimates and creating contracts, and it's a job, man. It's a job. Saturdays are for estimates, like half a day, and then the rest of the day is for family, and then Sunday is for church and family. So I'm busy as all get out, and I enjoy it. So all right, guys, y'all take care. I hope you didn't mind my rambling. Y'all have a great day, and I'll catch you later.